Hi, welcome back to Mabie Island. I'm Papa.
And I'm Gaga.
Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications. Make sure to watch till the very end.
Follow us at Mabie Island on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.
And please, don't skip the ads. That's what keeps us on the air.
Let us know where you're watching from. We'd also like to shout out people from Uruguay and
Dominican Republic and Germany.
Yes.
People watch us from all over the world. If you subscribe and say you're an Islander, Gaga will give you a personal thank you.
all you have to say is, I'm an Islander now.
Okay, so today we're going to be doing a lyric breakdown of the song The Joker and the Queen by Ed Sheeran featuring Taylor Swift. Are you ready?
Yes.
We are ready.
We're ready.
Islanders, and those watching that are not Islanders, we have listened to this song several times.
Yes.
We have watched the music video. We absolutely love the lyrics.
We love the lyrics, but the music is also wonderful.
This is a fantastic song. Everything is right about this relationship.
Very positive.
It's very positive. It says a lot about life and how relationships
Should be.
should be.
Yes.
The backdrop is a deck of cards and card games.
There's lots of card game references
With-
in this song, and it makes it very interesting. Some of them are, I showed you my hand. That's a term. Kings, diamonds, and the Joker and the Queen.
Every deck of cards, for those of you that don't know, has 2 jokers and 4 queens. Very often in games, the jokers are not used. What is a joker, Gaga?
A joker is a jester. Many, many years ago, when there were kings and queens and kingdoms, they would have a court jester. He would be there to entertain them. He was kind of, another word they used for him was a fool.
Okay.
He was a fool. But he was there just to act a fool, make them laugh.
Make them laugh.
A while ago on the Red tour from the Red era of Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran joined her on stage and he kind of dressed up as a jester or a clown type person.
Oh, really?
So let me show you that picture.
Okay.
So he's kind of dressed up
Okay.
as a clown and she's kind of like a ringmaster, so it's kind of like the Joker and the Queen.
The joker
Yes.
and the queen.
Yeah.
Sure.
First, Ed sings, then Taylor sings, and then they sing together. And it's just genius the way this... Gaga, let's get right into the song.
Well, and the harmonies are beautiful.
The harmonies are beautiful.
Their voices meld together beautifully. So we don't have anything bad to say about this song.
No, we
Nothing.
don't. And it starts out with Ed singing, "How was I to know? It's a crazy thing. I showed you my hand, and you still let me win. And who was I to say that this was meant to be? The road that was broken brought us together." What do you make of that, Gaga?
Well, I think he's in disbelief. He shared his real, honest feelings with her, and she still accepted him. They are apparently both coming from broken relationships. That's the impression I get, because they've had a rough road prior to this time.
The broken road.
Yes, now their paths have crossed, and it's bringing them together.
It's bringing them together. And when he says, "I showed you my hand," in a game of poker, very often someone will lay down their cards and say, "This is what I have, and unless you can beat that, I win." Taylor, she said, "I showed you my hand and you still let me win." He had a feeling that Taylor had a better hand, but she put her cards face down. And that's what it means when she folded. She put her cards face down. He never saw. So he says, "Well, you still let me win." And what he was saying was, as Gaga said, "I showed you my emotions and who I am, and you just didn't even flinch."
I'm learning. I have never played very much in the way of cards in my life, so I don't know any of this stuff.
Right,
But
right.
I know that there are card references in here, but that's interesting.
And then he goes on to say, "I know you could fall for 1,000 kings and hearts that would give you a diamond ring. When I fold, you see the best in me, the Joker and the Queen."
He's kind of trying to tell her that you could do better than me. You know, I'm just a joker. And you could probably do better than me. You could marry a rich guy who would give you everything, you know. But when he says, "when I fold," he's presenting himself at his weakest.
And she loves him for it.
Yes.
And she loves him
He
for it.
feels she's too good for him, I think.
Well, you know, Gaga, when he makes himself vulnerable like
Yes.
that.
I will say women love that.
Okay.
When men
okay.
show vulnerability.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, she apparently liked it and said, you saw the best in me.
Yeah.
So.
I've been played before.
And this is Taylor singing, right,
Yes.
Gaga? Okay.
Now I've been played before, if you haven't guessed. So I kept my cards close to my foolproof vest. But you called my bluff and saw through my little tells. And then you wanted all in, and we left together. She said, we left together.
They both sing the final line,
Mm-hmm.
we left together. I kept my cards close to my foolproof vest.
You know a little bit about a bulletproof vest. What is the purpose of a bulletproof?
A bulletproof vest is to protect your heart.
And your organs.
And your organs.
Yeah, the center part of you, right?
And they're heavy.
Yes.
So she was saying, I kept my cards. I wasn't going to let my heart be fooled again.
Well, I get the impression that Taylor actually wrote these lyrics also.
I think perhaps so.
To me, having done so many of her songs, I feel like this is her writing this part.
Right.
Apparently, she wrote her part and Ed wrote the rest.
Okay.
Yes.
And so that was different from the original?
Yes, there is an original version without Taylor, but he just released the version with Taylor now.
Okay. She says, you called my bluff. That's another reference to...
That's another card reference.
Card reference. Okay, it's time to see what you have. And whether you can beat my hand or not. And you saw through my tells.
Yeah, what is that?
Apparently
what is a tells?
in poker, the term poker face means that you look at your hand, good, bad, or whatever it is, and you don't.
Oh, you keep your face blank.
You keep your face blank. But if you don't, and a professional player is sitting across from you, he can tell.
If you flinch or if you grin or...
If you grin or if you go,
nervous.
oh no, like you don't have a good hand because you're playing against each other. And she says, but you call my bluff and saw through my tells, and yet you went all in.
Yeah.
You accepted me and my vulnerabilities.
What does that mean, all in?
Well, that means that someone's going to
Push in all the chips?
push in all the chips and go all in, and she loved him.
They're betting it all.
They're betting it all.
That's what it means, yeah.
They're betting it all, and that's, you went all in for her, and she says, and they both sing, and we left together.
Yeah.
So it was a success because they were both letting each other see their faults and their weaknesses.
So I'm kind of thinking at this point, yay!
Yeah.
It's working out!
And so then they both go on to sing. And I know you think what makes a king is gold, a palace, and diamond rings. When I fold, you see the best in me, the Joker and the Queen. So they say that together. And they're both saying, when I show you my vulnerabilities, you accept me for what I am.
I think he's saying there that she could probably have all the trappings of wealth, diamonds and, rings and all of the things that go with being wealthy, but she preferred him.
She preferred
him.
And then in the final set of chorus, he sings, and I know you could fall for 1,000 kings. And both of them start singing, hearts that would give you a diamond ring. When I folded, you saw the best in me, the Joker and the Queen. So they both say that last line, 2 lines together.
Yeah, I think he was saying, too, that there's probably thousands of men could give her more than him. But she prefers him.
She prefers
That's
him.
Pretty romantic.
It's very romantic, and they have showed each other their weaknesses, their vulnerabilities, and they have totally accepted each other, and they leave together. Gaga, I would like to make a comment. You made a great comment about that they had come from broken relationships. This line, the road that was broken. You had said they had come from broken relationships.
I think that's what that means.
And I would like to put in perhaps yet another meaning. For most people, they want 2 things, to love and to be loved.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen in middle school or high school, but as you get on and older, you want to find someone to love you and someone you can love. And up to that point, in a way, you're sort of traveling a broken road. And when you find that person, if you do, then the road is no longer broken.
You're traveling an incomplete road.
Oh, and that's probably a better term, an incomplete road.
I see what you're saying.
Yes.
The last line is, when I folded, you saw the best in me, the Joker and the Queen. I think she sees him and prefers him because of his honesty and his vulnerability.
Islanders, every deck of card has kings in it. The Joker is the last person you would put with the Queen in a deck of cards.
Probably.
This song, the Joker and the Queen wind up together, so that's great.
I think he felt elevated by her trust, her opinion of him.
Okay, so now on to the rating of the song. 1 to 5 stars, 5 being the best. What did you think of the Joker and the Queen?
I have not heard Ed Sheeran that much. I was very impressed with his voice and his talent. I think he might be the male Taylor Swift. So together, blending those two beautiful voices, I have to give it a 5. I just love this song.
I do too. I give it a 5. I thought the music was fantastic. The lyrics were unbelievable. They were so positive.
Yes.
And the fact that he would sing, she would sing, and they sang together. I just thought it was a song about how a relationship in life should be, and it's just so positive. I give it a 5.
I agree.
Islanders, we like your comments. Tell us where you're watching from. If you think you have a different interpretation or you want to add more to what we said, please comment.
Yeah, leave it in the comments. And if you have any content ideas for the future, just ask us there in the comments also.
And please don't skip the ads. Make sure you like it and subscribe. We love doing these videos for you. We'll see you next time. It's nice to know
So many nice people.
Bye.